Hello everyone. In this comprehensive guide, we are going to explore maps in Go. Maps are key-value data structures, and this complete guide will take you from the basics to more advanced concepts. So what exactly are maps? Maps are key-value data structures that store pairs of associated data. Here are some key characteristics of maps. They are an unordered collection, which means the elements are not stored in any particular order. They provide fast lookups by key, allowing you to quickly retrieve values based on their associated keys. Maps have dynamic sizing, so they can grow or shrink as needed. Maps are reference types, so when you pass a map to a function, you are passing a reference to the original map, not a copy. Here's a visual representation of how a map works. You have a key, and it maps to a value. For example, the key name might map to the value John, the key age might map to the value 30, and the key city might map to the value NYC. Now, let's look at how to create maps in Go. There are two main ways to create maps, using the make function and using map literal syntax. First, let's see how to use the make function. You declare a variable, for example, ages, and assign it the result of calling make with the map type. The map type is specified as map followed by the key type in square brackets and the value type. In this case, it's a map of string keys to integer values. To add values to the map, you use the syntax ages square bracket Alice close square bracket equals 30 and ages square bracket Bob close square bracket equals 25. Alternatively, you can use map literal syntax to create and initialize a map in one step. You declare a variable, for example ages, and assign it a map literal. The map literal is specified as map followed by the key type in square brackets and the value type, followed by curly braces containing the key value pairs. Each key value pair is specified as key:value, with commas separating the pairs. Let's see how to add elements to a map. The easiest way to add elements to a map is by simple assignment. First, initialize the map using the make function. For example, users equals make map string to int. Then, add elements to the map using the syntax users square bracket John close square bracket equals 25, users square bracket Jane close square bracket equals 30, and users square bracket Bob close square bracket equals 22. You can also update the values of existing keys in a map. To update an existing key, simply assign a new value to it. For example, users square bracket John close square bracket equals 26. To add a new key value pair or update an existing one, use the same assignment syntax. For example, users square bracket Alice close square bracket equals 28. After these operations, the map users will contain the following key value pairs: John equals 26, Jane equals 30, Bob equals 22, and Alice equals 28. Now let's explore how to remove elements from a map. To remove elements from a map, you use the delete function. Create a map, for example, users with some initial key value pairs. To remove an element, call the delete function with the map and the key you want to remove. For example, delete users, Bob. This will remove the key value pair with the key Bob from the user's map. It's always a good idea to check if a key exists before attempting to delete it. To do this, you can use the OK idiom. If the key exists, then you can safely delete it. If you try to delete a non-existing key, no error will occur. The delete function simply ignores the request. Let's dive into how to check if a key exists in a map. In Go, the idiomatic way to check if a key exists in a map is by using the OK idiom. When you access a map value using the square bracket notation, you can assign two variables. The first variable will hold the value associated with the key, and the second variable, conventionally named exists or OK, will be a Boolean indicating whether the key was found in the map. If the key exists in the map, the exists variable will be true, otherwise it will be false. When you try to access a key that does not exist in a map, Go returns the 0 value for the value type of the map. For example, if the map has integer values, it will return 0. However, you can distinguish between a 0 value that is actually stored in the map and a zero value that is returned because the key is missing by using the comma OK idiom. Now, let's see how to iterate over maps in Go. You can iterate over the key value pairs in a map using a for-range loop. The loop will iterate over each key value pair in the map, assigning the key to the first variable and the value to the second variable. Keep in mind that the output order when iterating over a map is random. If you only need the keys and not the values, you can iterate over the keys only. In this case, the loop will only assign the key to the variable. If you need to access the value associated with the key, you can do so inside the loop using the map square bracket key notation. Let's summarize the key concepts and core operations related to maps in Go. Maps are key-value data structures that store pairs of associated data. They are unordered collections, which means the elements are not stored in any particular order. Maps are reference types, so when you pass a map to a function, you are passing a reference to the original map, not a copy. Maps have dynamic sizing, so they can grow or shrink as needed. Maps provide fast O of 1 lookups, allowing you to quickly retrieve values based on their associated keys. The core operations on maps include creating maps using the make function or map literals, adding elements using the map square bracket key equals value notation, removing elements using the delete function, checking for key existence using the comma OK idiom, and iterating over maps using a for-range loop.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit CodeLucky.com for more such useful content.